Updated my draw.io plan and removed most of the tickets in the output structure and replaced it with an exact plan showing how our output is going to look. Our goal is to show the user the identical information that we write to file. To learn how to do this, please create a brand new Python file called EO2 write to file. We can begin by setting up our file name, and I've called this write experiment, and then I've popped .txt at the end of it. Next, we want to open that file so that we can write to it, and that's what the W+ means. I've then got a series of strings that we're both going to output to the user and write to file. I have a heading, and the /n afterwards is an enter. I've got content, and then I've got a bit more content. Then I'll take those strings and make a list of them in the order that I want them to appear. Print the output, I can simply go for the item in my list, print the item, and to write it to file, I can go for the item in my list, write it to the file, and then put in an enter. When I run that piece of code, as we can see, it prints out the heading with an enter and then the content. It's also saved a file called write experiment into my MMF folder. And if I double click on it, we can see that our output matches what's output to the user. Your next step is to take your base version 3 and save a copy as base version 4. Then we can work through the program, and instead of having print statements, we're going to change them into strings, and we're going to keep a list of the strings so that we can output to the user and write to file and have it be consistent. I've systematically gone through the code looking for print statements, and in fact, the statement where we print the winner and the index isn't actually needed. The first print statement that's useful is our mini movie frame. So what we can do is we can change it into a string. We can do something similar to our total paid and total profit, and we can remove the print statement for now. I changed my winner announcement into a winner string, and I've got my final total paid and final profit paid strings. In my plan, I consistently have either 3 equal signs or 3 dashes for my headings, and in my mind I was going to use my statement generator to create these. Thing is, if I scroll all the way up to my make statement generator, I've got a print statement. So what I want to do instead is I'm wanting to return that string, removing the brackets to get rid of the PEP8 error. For my very first main heading, I need to, of course, print out what that function is now returning. And in my instructions function, I need to do something similar. And if you do make changes to a function like I have, it's a great idea to test that it worked before you go any further. As this video is getting quite long, I'm going to be super cheeky and encourage you to finish the process yourself. And I'll do a big reveal in the next video where I show you what the completed code should look like and what the testing should look like as well.